it wasn't worth it for the $66. Yeah. The environment was good. You can watch the sunset and the sea, and you can have a dinner. That is a really great concept, but they rip off too much. That is a downsizing. And then when you actually pay, when you actually see the meal, like it's not a wow. Like it's not a wow factor. It's all gone, and then like okay, okay, they rip off, and then it's already you feel really not good. And if I were you in the future, I will go to local restaurant rather than expensive tourist market. Whatever things you cannot get actually what you expected.
Last night we went to Jimbaran Bay, Blue Marlin, for seafood, table 66, and we apparently got half a kilogram of sea prawns for around 145, so about $15, and we got one crab at around $26 plus a few drinks and whatever. Total price for the meal around $55. So babe, what did you think of the Blue Marlin?
Taste was good. Mine was good.
What did you have?
Crab.
Yeah.
I choose 1 kilogram, wasn't it?
1.1 kilogram?
1.1 kilogram, but when it come up, it was some reason very much shrink. Maybe transport, maybe from the kitchen to the table was too long. Staff was, I think they are okay, but as soon as they arrived taking photo, but they should have explained to us they're gonna charge.
Basically what my wife's saying, when we entered, they took a photo of us using their camera, and then they printed that photograph on a big plate, and as we left they tried to give that plate to us and force us into buying that plate. We weren't interested, but it still doesn't feel very good when they don't ask. They take your photograph, print it onto a plate, and then just expect that you're going to buy it because they took the photograph. They didn't explain anything
at all. And then after when you're like, oh, you have to pay for the plate, it's completely destroyed the dinner.
Yeah, that wasn't very good. I got 10 prawns, 10 very small prawns for half a kilogram. Now when we actually measured it out and weighed it at the front of the restaurant, there was probably around 25 prawns, and somehow between him measuring the prawns and then getting to the front after being cooked, it's gone down to 10. Also, they didn't actually peel the prawns, they just grilled them. They just grill the prawns in the shell and give them to you. As for the crab, you know, the crab was very good. The crab was good. It just wasn't the crab that we ordered. We got the biggest crab that they had there, the largest crab, and when it came it was probably the smallest crab there. So that was a little disappointing as well. But to be honest, that restaurant, for service, for quality, for atmosphere, I would probably give service probably 2 out of 5. Mainly because there was nothing really there. I mean, like, they didn't do anything actually. As for atmosphere, the sunset was okay, but they had dancers that went along all the different restaurants because there's hundreds of restaurants there. I would probably give atmosphere probably a 3 out of 5, mainly because it's on the beach and there's the sunset, and a lot of people who go there are very happy to go there and they're in a good mood. So it's nothing to do with the staff or the place, it's actually to do with the other customers there. But anyhow, nevertheless 3 out of 5. As for the food, I would give it 0 out of 5. To be honest, 0. I couldn't rate it at all. They've taken a very good product. Not only did it shrink in size, completely shrink in size, but they've taken a good product and they've ruined it. That was the prawns. As for the crab was cooked well. It was cooked well.
It is perfect.
I'd give the crab 3.5 out of 5. But then again, it's pretty damn simple to cook a crab. But 0 out of 5 for the prawns, that's for sure. I think overall, even though I'm not going to average them because the other things that happened just took away all my feeling and I can't average the scores, I would probably give them half a star out of 5 in total, because the cost of the food for what you get, it's just not there. It's just not there, and it's just a sunset on the beach. If you have seen a sunset on the beach in Bali, it's the same. No matter where you go, you don't have to pay a silly amount of money by Balinese standards for something that isn't special. What's rating out of 5 star for the restaurant?
Atmosphere, I give them 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
All of them, because actually when I arrived, it was great.
Okay. Yeah.
Staff, they are nice, but they didn't do a lot of things, because we actually go to the kitchen and we order everything.
Yeah.
And they just deliver the food.
Yep.
That's all they can do. So I couldn't see the excellent service. I give them 2.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Food, my one was good. I give 3.5 out of 5. But it's just crap, that's all. You get a sauce, 3 sauce, and you're not gonna eat it. However, everything experience, actually, I was really disappointed. I will give them 2 out of 5. Recommendation, don't go there.
What we paid for dinner at Jimbaran Bay was around 500,000, which is about $55. And the average monthly wage in Bali is 1 million, so that is roughly $100. So we paid half the average wage tonight. I mean, that just says that the only market they cater to is the tourists, and they rely on the fact that tourists come and leave. They're not going to stay. They don't rely on local markets at all, and therefore they can rip people off, like, you know, do dirty side tactics to try and increase the amount of money they're getting, and consequently it's tourists. Some are okay, some are not okay with it, but the stories are true. The stories are true. The stories that you will get ripped off in Jimbaran Bay are true. It's no question.
One more, you cannot expect that like dodgy tolo could be there. They serve the seafood. They didn't bring lemon water for the wash hands at all. As you keep all the seafood smell whole night until you get to the summer place. Actually, you wash your hands properly.
Where do you go though, babe? Here for seafood.
Seafood, maybe I try to some local thing, and we go to just around the corner of the restaurant. I have a whole snapper yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The grilled one. It's beautiful texture. It was just perfectly cooked. The staff was really friendly. They are not professional, but it's a very friendly local environment. I will give them 4 out of 5.
And what's it called? Le Monde.
Le Monde. It was a beautiful place, and then they set up for us the table as well.
LAMONDE. Yeah.
That was a beautiful place, and the staff was really nice. Actually, you can enjoy the dinner.
Yeah.
And then we paid, how much was it?
$8 for the snapper.
Mine was $8.
Mine was
I prefer $8 snapper rather than $35 crab. And the dinner, we was very happy in the restaurant, but this one is very much like, oh my god. And I feel like very much, if somebody try to rip off you, it doesn't feel good at all. It's actually completely ruined your dinner. So I recommend this restaurant rather than Jimbaran Bay.
So you recommend Le Monde?
Le Monde rather than Jimbaran Bay.
Jimbaran Bay, yep.